While I was serving as an Army chaplain for the Church of God, I had a different occurrence that was totally unexpected. I had baptized a young man, and then it was pretty customary, and we would go to different assignments, and I went to a different assignments, and he went to a different assignment, and then our paths came back together, and we were at the same duty station again, and we re-engaged by accident, and then he approached me, and he said, "Hey, do you remember baptizing me?" I said, "Yeah, I do." I said, "How you doing?" He said, "Well, I'm doing good." He said, "I'm actually joining the Catholic Church." I said, "Well, great." And he said, "And by the way, I need some verification of my baptism." And he said, "Would you write a letter for me?" And I questioned him. I said, "So they'll accept my letter that you're baptized?" And he said, "Yeah, that's what they said. They'll accept my letter, or they'll accept your letter." And I said, "Sure, I'd be glad to." And I was surprised, A, that would happen, and B, I was kind of honored that they would recognize the baptism that I had administered in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. He did ask me that. Fast forward for me, when I decided to come into the Catholic Church, they asked me, "Well, have you been baptized?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Were you baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Okay, then you're baptized." So the graciousness that comes from that, I was impressed by, but very thankful. It really spoke to me. I'd always viewed the Catholic Church as kind of a monolithic, not a dark entity, but just a monolithic, almost impersonal entity. And it really gave me a much more personal view of the church. I know that when I would observe Catholics with their repeated sign of the cross and their reciting of "in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit," I didn't disregard it, but and I didn't see it as unnecessary. I didn't also see it as necessary, but as I was transitioning into the Catholic Church, I began to see it as an honor, as something even in the middle of your day that brings the awareness of the sacred and the presence of God right where you are, whether you're eating a meal or saying a prayer with a friend. So I now see it as a wonderful interlude of the day that God appears in a very special way. So many things, it seems like, point us back to that baptism and remind us of it. This past Sunday, I was at Mass, and they were sprinkling St. Paul's in Leesburg, Florida, St. Paul's Catholic Church, and we got wet. And I thought, bring it on. Bring it on.